welcome to CT Style. We have partnered with the Goff Law Group to bring you The Law Down, a segment in which we help you navigate important legal issues. Today's topic, pedestrian accidents. Very dangerous, and of course, it can be very frightening. Here with What We Should Know is personal injury attorney Brooke Goff. Brooke, welcome back to CT Style. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, talk to us about pedestrian accidents. What is the first thing someone should know if, unfortunately, they do get hit by a car?
Okay, well, if somebody gets hit by a car, they need to try to get out of the road.
Yes.
Typically, the first hit will injure you pretty significantly, but that second hit will be the disaster one, right?
Right.
And I see it all the time. So try, if you can, to get yourself out of the road and call 911, right?
Right.
The call is recorded. I know you're not gonna have a lot of very nice things to say if somebody like runs you down in a crosswalk, trust me.
Right.
Unfortunately, you know, we don't see tons of, when I say normal people, I mean people that aren't under the influence of something or that, you know, are skilled enough to drive, hitting people in crosswalks. It happens, it does, at night especially, but like in the middle of broad daylight, usually we see some other intervening factor, right? So it's hard to not get mad. If somebody's drinking and you find that out and they hit you and they injured you, how do you not get mad?
Right.
But be calm, cool, collected to the point. The call's recorded. A jury and an insurance company down the road will get a copy of that, as well as, you know, obviously a good injury lawyer. I get a copy of all the videos, so.
And now what about, I'm sure if you get hit by a car, the likelihood of an injury is high. So should you be calling an ambulance? How should you document your injuries?
So worry about calling the police and getting them there, okay? If you have, I mean, sometimes phones fly. But if your phone is still intact and you have an obvious injury, a displaced fracture of some sort, you know, like something that's not that you can see with the naked eye, obviously snap a picture of that. Try to snap a picture of the scene if you can. But I mean, I got to tell you, the police are going to call the ambulance. When you call 911 and you report what's going on and you tell them how you're injured, they're going to call it. So don't like panic that you're not going to get an ambulance or some kind of medical care, because I would not expect that not to happen.
Okay, and now what about insurance? I feel like most people, even if they are a pedestrian, their insurance does cover getting hit as a pedestrian?
It does. So it's funny, insurance companies make bank on pedestrian cases, right? So let's say a lot of people take off from the scene of the accident. It's the truth, okay? So they hit you, they panic, and they're like, I gotta get out of here.
Yep.
And then people are like, okay, well, I can't do anything now. The person left, I'm injured, what can I do? And a lot of people that are walking, like pedestrians, maybe they don't own a car, so they don't have their own car insurance. So they're like, okay, well, I have no insurance, because if they did, they would see my videos and know that they would have a uninsured motorist claim if they took off. So like, you know, I can do nothing. They took off, there's no insurance, and I don't have any. Wrong. There's the household rule in Connecticut, most people don't know, like public service announcement, right? So what ends up happening is if you live with a direct family member in the same household as them, their coverage actually might extend over to you. It actually does extend over to you unless you're excluded.
Right.
Mom, dad, you know, aunt, uncle. It's got to be more than just like a, like, hey, look, like this is like my distant cousin. But as long as we can match both addresses, I just did one a few months ago, and we got a $100,000 policy for somebody that didn't think they could do a thing.
Yep.
So don't leave money on the table, and don't be funny about it. Don't be weird about it. Family's there to help you. Family loves you. Family supports you. And if you have a broken leg and you can't work, they're going to want to do what's necessary to try to get you covered.
That definitely, you know, I don't think a lot of people know about that. So Brooke, final question here. Why should someone get an attorney in a case like this?
I think everybody that has a personal injury case should have an attorney. You know, I'm not saying hire me, although I think you should. I'm not saying hire me. I think all the attorneys in Connecticut, I spend my time, my money coming on TV and telling people to hire lawyers. They should be sending me gift baskets and greeting cards, right? You need to do it because I make the comparison to somebody that's like that has a broken leg and they're trying to do surgery at home. Would you? No way. You're not going to do surgery on a broken leg. You're going to go to the hospital. You're going to go to the doctor. You're going to go to the specialist. Same thing with your case. Why are you doing surgery on your case, right?
Right.
It's a life-changing event. A personal injury case can be a very life-changing event. Leave it to the professionals to handle. We only get paid if we get you a settlement. We get a third. It's a contingency. Nothing hidden. It's easy, and there's no risk to the client. It's to be honest with you, Connecticut's done a really good job to make availability of legal resources easy for people, because they know that people should hire lawyers and people should have their choice of lawyer.
Really great tips. And of course, you can learn more at gofflawgroup.net. Brooke Goff, thanks so much.
Thank you.